The Oklahoma Highway Patrol had its darkest day on May 25, 1978. That's when 3 troopers were slain in 2 separate shootouts. It happened with 2 escaped Oklahoma State prison convicts in the Caddo-Canific area of Bryan County. The 3 troopers killed in the tragedy were Trooper Houston F. Pappy Summers, 62, and Trooper Billy G. Young, 50, both members of the Motor Inspection Division who had been assigned to assist in tracking down the felons. The 3rd trooper was Lieutenant Pat Grimes, 36 years old, who, with his partner, Lieutenant Hoyt Hughes of the Internal Affairs Division, also had drawn an assignment to search for the escapees. Hughes was injured in the gunfire exchange, but recovered from his wounds. On July 27, 1973, several intoxicated inmates of McAllister State Penitentiary took 22 prison employees and the warden hostage and held them in the mess hall and captain's office area. The rebellion spread, and virtually all of the more than 1,600 inmates in the institution were free within the prison's yard and industrial area. A force of 10 armed troopers led by Lieutenant Bob Shaw and Supervisor Jim King prevented the inmates from reaching the administration building and freedom. Eventually, all 22 hostages were released within 21 hours. 3 inmates were killed at the hands of the other inmates. Troopers served duty at the prison during the 8 days required to return the inmates to cells and throughout the next year as the prison was rebuilt.
Any day, one of you could be called upon to suppress or partake or suppress a terrorist incident. Watch the 6 o'clock news, 5 o'clock news, watched as a number of dismembered bodies are dragged from a bus station. But it's always been a long, long way off. It's a far distance from us. Well, I am here to predict today that it's not always going to be that far away.
In the late 1970s, Darrell Wiemers, the chief of the Highway Patrol, made a prediction that turned out to be tragically fulfilled. The Oklahoma City bombing in the spring of 1995. And once again, the Highway Patrol played a crucial role in battling that crime. Just hours after the bombing, Trooper Charlie Hanger stopped a speeding car near Perry. The car had no license tag, but inside the driver did have a gun. Hanger arrested Timothy McVeigh, the nation's worst mass murderer who had just lit the fuse on the bomb that destroyed so many lives.
I don't feel like a hero. I just did my job. Troopers out there on the road every day and other law enforcement officers that do the same thing. I'm no different than they are.
Risking their lives to protect the safety of Oklahoma citizens. Oklahoma's Department of Public Safety.